Alright. And I guess we have a few people to talk to here, so let's start with Frankfurt. And yes, I know this episode becomes very long. Our champion and savior. I was beginning to think my chance for an audience would never come. What sounded more amusing in my head? That sounded more amusing in my head. Speaking of heads, I was worried about yours and the rest of you. For the matter. On the man I trust. Glad to hear it. You were in a bad way, and healing magics or no, I'm impressed by how swiftly you've recovered. Then again, it's hardly the first time you cheated death. Your strength of will have never failed to astonish me. Look at what you're accomplished. Meteion defeated, her Song of Oblivion cut short, the source and all her reflections delivered from the final days. If you had faltered at the last, then all hope would have been lost. But you held fast. Now Rian has a tomorrow to look forward to, and I could ask for no greater gift than that. As for a lesser gift, however, the next time you see her, I would appreciate you not describing my travel plans with Uranger as aimless wandering. we have a purpose in our roaming, after all. Keep an eye on things in the absence of the science and the world stage. There never will be an end to the little problems that go unattended by nations. We will do our best to help out where and when we can. Which I suppose is an approach not far removed from aimless wandering when you get down to it. Perhaps you could tell her I am faring well and leave it at that, eh? No need to mention this feeling of being uprooted. I've never been one to stand still for long, but when I think of home, 'tis the rising stones which comes to mind. How many times have we set out from the base, thence to return when our work was done? On the day the Scions came together, I only hoped for Minfilia to find a place where she belonged. But never did I expect to find one here for myself. Indulge me, Geoffrey. I have a question for you. And imagine Minfilia herself is asking. Are you glad you joined the Scions? Best decision I've ever made. I can honestly say the same. But all good things must come to an end. At least for a time. Should you need a helping hand for infiltration or reconnaissance, you know who to ask. I'll come running and you'll likely get a certain funny talking fortune teller in the baggage. Organ. Alright. If you have something to say, then out with it. Just worried how you'll earn your keep now. You talk as if the science dissolution was more than mere pretense. There may be fewer calls to action, but we should be compensated as before. Why are you so concerned for me anyway? In any case, I do not want for opinions, even if some are worse than others. No sooner did Emmerich hear about our disbandment than he offered me a position as a guardsman in the Empyrean district. As a former Azure Dragoon, I'm guaranteed to be popular, he said. What does he take me for? Even without his meddling, I'm perfectly capable of finding employment, and have. Some days ago, a Hannish envoy arrived with word from Vitra. The Virm requested my presence as soon as things have settled here. He didn't deign to mention why I'm needed, but it pertains to dragons like as not. In Favnir, like elsewhere, the phenomena caused by the final days abated when you defeated Meteon. Thought it was too late for those who had already transformed. Life is beginning to return to normal for the survivors. Of those who sought refuge in Sharlayan, most have already returned home. But many do not have a home to return to, nor loved ones. By arrangement between Vitra and the Forum, such souls may remain in Sharlayan if they wish, to work and study. Vitra was always the satrap in truth. It's gratifying to see him become one in name as well. One who has the complete confidence of his people. If the envoy tone was any indication, I often find myself speaking favorably of dragons of late. Not so long ago I would have assumed his benevolence hid ulterior motives. But 'tis clear he cares for his people, and they, in turn, reveres him. To know such a nation may flourish is comforting. Vitra's kin sought release from conflict, so So very were they of the suffering it wrought, they surrendered to oblivion. But Midgårdsomnir didn't give up. In hope he made the journey to distant Ephirus with his clutch of eggs, and what his progeny went onto the embroiled in conflict with man. There were times when they transcended hatred to abide in harmony. This is their legacy and their triumph. In my lens, I feel the weight of their struggle and the strength of their resolve, and it lends me strength. These things I might never have learned had I not joined you. Should you ever have need of me, I will come. At the very least, it might be an opportunity to earn coin. Alright. Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on a journey of any great length. Not that I'm averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. In fact, there was something I'd been meaning to ask you. Something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final days subdued. During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles, more than can be easily recalled or remembered. And nestled amongst those memories are certain essential facts. The history of Ephirus and ancients, glimpses of the EA, of their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is given shape in interpretation. When we seek to capture it with our words, it is inevitably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity. Yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings piling one upon the other, until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing account in my own words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. Yet even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon those experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Aye, let them be read and remembered. Very well then. I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the EA and ancients and of so many other wonders. But I am no scribe. It will be less polished work and more reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with some impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your back and call. I never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Alright. Oh, Joffrey, might you have a moment to talk? With the science stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what new endeavors I might pursue. And after speaking with Kryle, I've decided I will be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Baldassian. Not only am I indebted to Master Galuf for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How differently my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become a caretaker of the tower, never become a scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good, and I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps. Mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you onto the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omicrons, when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? Well, 'tis true that to earn a place at your side would be the stuff of dreams. In the end, nothing would give me greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. If needed be some grand endeavor, there needn't be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you, and I hope that you will do the same for me. Without a second thought. I'll hold you to that. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omicrons somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't impossible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands, that will never come. I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not the Omicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word. And should a commission of interest come my way, you will be the first to know. All right. Wow, there are a few people to talk to here. Alright, let's see if I can get through this conversation. Geoffrey, thou hast spoken with our comrades. For this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless occasion for sorrow. Akin to a pixie's path, the navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. For their part, however, the Loporettes embarked upon a new beginning. But bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remaineth hospitable for the creatures of affairs. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that may come to pass, there is much and more each party must learn of the other. Process which doth promise to be eventful indeed. To that end, a cadre of Loporettes have gleefully dispersed across our land in the name of mutual understanding. Adeline, 'tis said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of this star. And 'tis Vanette's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Haven't witnessed which they strove to achieve. I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man results in boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintances and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintances? I call it friendship. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend. For 'tis certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the seventh dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Oft times have mine greetings caused thee grief, and mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. And yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus instead I do proffer my humble support, be it unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder cross stormy seas. Even ever shall I answer thy summons. Well, that one was pretty short. Let's talk to Alice here. Geoffrey, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. Wouldn't do to find I've forgot something halfway to my destination. Oh, in any case, you hadn't heard. We received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is grievous in the lands surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, calamity was observed in the far north, in Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the northern empty. Had our guest taken any longer, Charlene too may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The science are no longer needed, which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alpha now. They were among the worst affected and still need all the help they can get. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier, I thought. That I'll curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of your many moments of triumph and accompanying determined expression. Right? Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activated the teleporter without warning. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember too. Remember that I'm out there somewhere, trying my very best. Think you can keep up with me? I look forward to hearing all about the legendary Alice Lavieux. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said, the next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved. So don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. Oh. Got to like Alice. He's such a character. Ah, Joffrey. Pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as father has been, tending to the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. And besides, I made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth I will endeavor to write as often as I am able. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlene. Both Alice and I are off to assist with Garlemald's recovery, you see. For uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation. We cannot well leave the capital in its present state. We will rejoin those members of the Ilsebord contingent still stationed there. Lucia and Maxima helm the relief efforts with support from our allies, the people of Garlemald among them. They will gradually be joined by those who have finished treating the tempered across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Licinia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. Nay, we go because of the truth in Lord Quintus's words. The truth that whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And for I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent with greater powers involved in the relief efforts. Our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people comes first, to understand their hearts, that we might better help them to begin with anew. You better write me too. Write you letters? Of course, I would be glad to do so. But I would be gladder still were you to come and visit. And I believe I speak for Alice as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorsa, you've been at my side, watching over me, in good times and bad. How many times have you gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing and will continue to do so. Yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you. In good times and in bad, as a dependable comrade and a dear friend both. Better believe it. Thank you, Geoffrey, from the bottom of my heart. Oh, Geoffrey, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Fall. When he came to me in Sharlayan, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forced to make decision, I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, he might at least aid us in our cause. And so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state of you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. It worked out. You did the right thing. It is a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I wasn't much use in battle, nor could I face the forum without my nerves getting the better of me. It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Baldassian. Through our work, Sholian will strengthen its ties with other nations, and we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arises in the future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Oyika, and our other remaining members. Together we'll continue grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales, and we may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel allured for the task itself. Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. Alright. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission then. Rotation, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys till next we meet. Be well. And here's where Endwalker ends.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania. There is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Sharlayan before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldassian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest.
Estinian, you will return to Radzat Han, will you not?
Aye, for Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge his plans.
Quite right.
Indeed.
Fair point.
So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Look at that. Alright, well, this is the end of this season of Final Fantasy XIV Endwar. So, I hope you all enjoy this, and well, I will tell you this: if you haven't seen this from the beginning, I strongly suggest you do. And yeah, this place looks familiar.
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal. And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as he foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium. Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
Holy crap! Almost 2 hours! Maybe I should cut this in half. You have completed the main scenario quest, Endwalker. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Old Sharlayan. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this Let's Play series of Final Fantasy XIV, all the way from the beginning to the end of the wow. Holy crap! I forgot what both of them here is called. Sword York and Venat. Yeah, she gets to be called that now. And yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, then please hit the like button. And of course, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And yeah, if you enjoy my content, then why don't you hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell. I will continue this series as soon as the next expansion comes out. And well, I will see you then. Take care, you all.